In studio right now. Make your way right up to the microphone, James. This is James Brown. Good God. I know that joke. I'm sorry.
You've never heard that before, have you?
Never heard it before.
Probably the first time?
That's original, yeah.
It is, yeah. I know. Well, at least the impression, that's the only part of the James Brown impression that I can do. But the good God part. So, good morning, James. James Brown, you are am I correct in saying there was a story about your business? You're looking to start a new manufacturing plant here in Utica. And could create 400 jobs, decent paying jobs, $40,000 jobs.
Yes.
But you're saying now that it's a challenge. Nice and tight on that mic, if you could. You're having challenges here in Utica. What's going on?
I use the word challenge because I think that sounds a little bit more politically correct. If I use the actual word, it might be a little overpowering.
All right.
But what we ran into, and this was after we had did 2 years of financing of our own out of our own pocket.
Okay.
The gentleman who owns this technology is out of the Philippines in Asia.
Yeah.
His name is Jerry Chen. The technology is absolutely amazing. It's something that they've been using in China for the last 10 to 13 years.
So before we get into all of it, what is the technology and what would you be manufacturing?
We're manufacturing affordable housing and shelters to deal with the gross critical state that the housing, affordable housing situation is in. His technology allows us to put up 400 homes in 1 month.
Wow.
A lot of people won't. It's hard for them to understand that, but once you see how the technology works, it becomes very, very simple. And basically, our manufacturer, when we put up a kitchen wall, that kitchen wall is already plumbed. It already has the cabinetry. It already has the wiring. It's set to go. So these things are pinpointed through a system inside of the factory. So when that home or condo or bank or whatever it is that's been ordered, we bring it to the site where they want it built. And it literally just snaps together like a big Lego set.
Wow! And this so basically what you're talking about is a new form of manufactured housing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The old way. I think construction is probably one of the last industries that hasn't moved up to, with the technology speed.
Yeah.
You still call in the guy to lay the cement, then you call in the guy to frame the house, then you call in the wire, the electrician, then the plumber, then the roofer, then the drywall. There's like 21 steps, and that causes the prices of your average home to be over $250,000.
Yeah.
We can put up that same 3-bedroom, 1,500 square foot, 2-bath. We can put it up probably in 4 days with this technology.
Wow.
And it'll be under $70,000.
And you're saying that this is something that you'd be manufacturing right in Utica.
Right in Utica. This is what I explained to the officials that I was dealing with at the Empire Developmental Center in the state building. I pretty much gave them a plan that's gift wrapped.
Yeah.
We already have our own financing through Convergence Management. Their last funding was a power company in Italy for $2 billion.
Wow.
So it really took a lot of talking and to get this project going. So we have our own financing. We also made our own merger by sending a very, very good friend of mine and his wife, who is Filipino. We sent them to Asia, and they've been living over there now for like the last 3 to 4 months. They gained Mr. Chen's trust.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to come to Utica. I talk to him on a daily basis. When am I coming to New York? What's the holdup?
Yeah. So what is the holdup?
Yeah.
What are you running into?
It's very, very interesting. It was sort of cut into two. I'm also dealing with the city of Utica.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest with you, City Hall has treated this thing really, really good. Meeting with the mayor, very excited about the project. But then I would go to the state building and want to get things done and want them to do their job. Their mission statement is to attract business, entrepreneurship, and new innovative ways to retain and create jobs. Well, we need 400 people. 85% of them are unskilled. $40,000 a year, full benefits. I think that's something Utica could need. So I was just totally puzzled with the answers we were getting. We showed them our entire plan, and what we were told was, this thing really doesn't really have much to it. Why don't you build one and see if you can flip it? I'm like, I didn't invest over $200,000 of my own money and spend my entire life, take a life savings and retire early to do one house. I said,
yeah. When a bread company wants to open, we don't say, well, bake us a loaf of bread first, and we'll taste it and let you know.
Yeah,
I want to see what it's like toasted with some butter on. That's usually not how it's done. So,
Yes.
Manansky.
Interesting, because something you said, I think a lot of people experience, or actually it's the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
We hear someone's coming to build housing right behind the odd, but there's a snag, or there's going to be this investment in this, but there's a snag, a holdup.
Mm-hmm.
You said you came in gift wrapped, which almost sounds too good to be true. And then you also said you have your own financing. What were you seeking from the state, and what is it that you guys couldn't come to an agreement on?
What I was seeking, excuse me, what I was seeking from the state is the different help in how their program works, and getting land and getting the codes and getting all that straight. That's what their job is.
Are you asking for grant money at all?
We were asking for some startup money. I mean,
Okay.
we strongly felt that since we brought so much in here, maybe we can take out a grant, which is what they do, as long as we our paperwork is applicable to the plan. Which everything is here. My management is done by Vail out of Utah. They're a Fortune 500. I put this thing together so they couldn't pick through it, and also. Governor, I think the beginning of this month, just released first phase homeless funding for $10 billion. Blasio is right behind that with $3 billion.
Yeah.
I go to them and they say, we don't have any money. I said, well, what about this here? And showed it to them. And we were told that's not for you. I'm like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Have you tried to get someone that could serve as an advocate for you, that's worked through the system, that even possibly an attorney that might be able to guide you through that?
Absolutely. I met with a gentleman from SCORE.
Okay. Yeah.
Very
good
very
group.
very yes.
Yeah.
Very good group. Very excited about the plan and the potential. We're going to be. This will be a headquarters here in Utica. We won't just be supplying homes for Utica. We'll be providing homes for the entire United States. This patent is proven and it is permanent, and we are in control of it.
Is there anywhere online that we can? I'm really curious. What makes this type of manufactured home different than the manufactured homes that we currently see being built here in the area?
Absolutely. If you go to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And you just type in 30-story building.
Got it.
Erected in 15 days. You will see the entire system and how it works.
30-story building in 15 days. It pops up all over the place here. And are you telling me that building that I'm looking at right now?
Yes.
Because there's a time lapse that's about a 2.5-minute video that shows how this building was erected in 15 days, 30 stories. You're telling me that technology is what you want to bring here?
That's the technology that has to come here because conventional, it's too expensive. 60% of people are spending more than what they, 60% of their income just trying to keep a roof over their head. And even at that, America has this class that's arisen called the working class poor. It is monstrous, and mom works and dad works and they're still under the poverty level. And good people with good children trying to do their best, but they're caught in a terrible, unsafe environment where there's shootings and crimes, and the children see that. What we're offering is that we are offering not just building homes, we're offering building communities.
Yeah.
Our communities will be gated. When I say gated, I don't mean it slides open. No, it'll be tended to 24 hours a day. It'll have its own home care and child care, I should say. It'll have its own building to where there's education. And mainly it'll be a very, very safe environment. And it's going to change lives. It's going to change lives in Utica when you have 72% of minority men walking around unemployed, and a lot of them have children.
Yeah.
I'll give it 10 years, and we'll be the next Chicago.
This is very interesting in that, and I'm watching this thing. It's incredible how quickly this was erected. The other thing is too, adding 40 jobs to the area is certainly a positive. All right,
400.
I'm sorry,
40
400
grand
jobs
each. Yeah.
at $40,000 each is a big positive for Utica. So well, the only thing I can do for you is I'll try to keep the story going. We'll get the mayor on. We'll talk to them, and maybe there's some people that we could put in touch with you. Maybe there's somebody listening right now that says, "Oh, I could help you with this. I'm a grant writer. I know exactly where we need to go."
And that would be wonderful. One of my big things that I wanted to get across today is to the people of Utica. I don't think they're being represented out of that one office because I'm all with the high tech stuff and that stuff is great, but this is a Rust Belt. And we are manufacturers.
Yeah.
There's not PhDs and physicists walking on our sidewalks. We have workers. We represent that worker. And
you'd be able to fill those 400 jobs with people that are living here right now, and it could be life-changing for and you'd be able to train them. They wouldn't have to. Yeah. They wouldn't have to be a craftsman of any sort. They'd be able to be trained.
I'll be real quick. 2 more questions.
Sure.
How long have you been here pitching this project?
It's been well over a year.
And have you reached out to Edge? For some reason, they always come to the top of my mind whenever we talk about something. Mohawk Valley Edge, are you familiar? Have you tried anything with them? Because I know they do obviously have a relationship with the state and, these programs that allow for development on college campuses, et cetera.
I would have reached out to all of them if I would have known what I found out last week. I thought we were in good hands, so I didn't think we needed to go
you were
out.
okay.
Okay.
Well, you're never in good hands till it's done, and
That's correct.
It's erected. So, and where are you from? Are you from here?
I'm from Utica, New York.
You
yes.
are. So, you're homegrown and trying to make a difference here.
I could have brought this business anywhere in the United States.
All right.
It's I hate to say it seems too good to be true, but you can't look a gift horse in the mouth, right?
I can't believe how quickly this building went up. We'll post that in our show notes.
Yes.
Excellent.
So I don't know. Let's see what happens. I like Mohawk Valley Edge. I think that would be a very interesting idea.
I appreciate it. Yes.
And let's see what happens. We're very intrigued.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Good luck.
All right. Thank you so much.
James Brown. And could this happen? By the way, if things go well, how long before you're open and operational?
We'd be up and running because of our first 200 units. We're going to have them made in Asia, and then we'll put them together over here along with their engineers. Will show us how these things work.
Okay, and you'd be up and running pretty quickly.
We'll be up and running very quickly.
Obviously, if you can build a 30-story building in 15 days, you should be able to build your facility pretty quickly.
Well, this is James Brown signing out. Ow!
All right, there he goes. Good job. There we go. Nice way to end, James. I appreciate it.